Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I wanted to do a quick bread and butter pickle video for you guys here. Bread and butter pickles are one of my favorite things to can, and I know canning can be intimidating to people who have never done it before. And making pickles are one of the easiest things to can, and I wanted to share that with you guys here. And bread and butter pickles are great because you can use them for so many things. You can use them as a relish. You can add them into a potato salad. You can make your own tartar sauce with them. They can be a awesome side dish with something like a barbecue sandwich. That's why I want to make these for you guys here. And it all starts out with the pickle patch back behind me here, and I'm going to pick some pickles for this recipe. You need about 30 pickles, but you medium-sized pickles are great, but pickles don't always grow at the same rate, so you can mix big ones, small ones, and that's the one nice thing about this. There's no specific size of pickles that you have to use. You can mix them all up and slice them together. You also need some onions and some bell peppers, also things that are really easy to grow in the home garden. Anyway, I'm going to get a few things around here. I'm going to show you guys how to make these. And one of the best things about my pickle patch this year is I was actually given the seed, so I have got pretty much zero money into this pickle patch whatsoever. And now is kind of the time toward late summer when businesses want to get rid of their seeds. It's a good time to find great deals, and maybe if you hit the right business, they'll even give them to you. One other thing that I want to mention to you guys, pickles don't like to be wet, so when you're harvesting your cucumbers, you want to do it toward late afternoon when they're dried off. Sometimes if the leaves are wet, it can spread a disease that's called angular leaf spot. So you always want to pick the cukes when they're dry. All right, guys, I brought the cucumbers in, washed everything, and then I sliced everything with my little mandolin here. These are a great find if you can find these at a garage sale or a flea market or something. I've got several of these, and this is what Mom always used to slice up anything that she was making basically a pickle into, or even sauerkraut. And this is the cucumbers right here. We got everything sliced up on the thinnest setting. This was about 25, I would say the equivalent of 25 good-sized cucumbers here. All different sizes, though. And then I got about 4 cups of peppers here. And I had some peppers that were mine, and I didn't have any red peppers, and Mom always put a red pepper in here. And I wanted to mention that, you know, it's okay if you don't grow everything yourself. If you've got to go to the fruit stand, or you got to go to the fruit and vegetable market to buy a few things to supplement what you have, that's all right. You know, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes we have to do that. Even I do that from time to time. But Mom always would put red bell pepper in her bread and butter pickles, just because it looks nice and it adds that kind of little bit extra flavor. So I got this all diced up here. You can see about the size of what that is. And then I got about the same amount of onions here. And these onions are what are going to go along in this. Now, what I do, and you do this to make sure that the bread and butter pickles are nice and crisp. I am going to take the peppers and the onions, I am going to mix this in, and then I'm going to add about 2/3 of a cup of kosher salt. You can use canning salt as well. And then we are going to toss this good so the salt's everywhere. And what that's going to do is that's going to draw the moisture out of these vegetables. And we're going to let this set for at least probably 4 hours, or overnight is even better. That's going to draw out the moisture, the water out of these vegetables. We're going to drain that off, and then that is what we're going to put in our vinegar and sugar solution tomorrow when we go ahead and can these. So this is one of those things that's good to do the night before, and just let it set in the refrigerator overnight and let time. A lot of people try to rush things, and this is one of those things, if it sits a little bit longer, it's even better. But anyway, we're going to get this all mixed up. We're going to get it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow morning we're going to come back and we're going to show you how to heat these up, get the vinegar and the spices on this, and we're going to get them canned. Put a little water there in my onions, and that helps from getting starting to cry when you're dicing onions. A little trick there, a little pro tip. And then we're gonna just spread some salt on. And then we're gonna just give her a stir. All right, now we'll set this in the fridge until tomorrow. All right, guys, it is morning. Working on my first cup of coffee, and I have transferred the cucumber, onion, and bell pepper mixture into strainers. Now we're going to let these guys strain off. It took a lot of liquid out of the vegetables, and that's what you want because that ensures a really crispy bread and butter pickle. We're going to let these guys go here for a little bit. When I'm on my second cup of coffee, then we are going to get our vinegar, sugar, and spice mixture heating up so we can can these guys. All right, guys, well, the cucumbers, onions, and peppers are draining off. We're going to get our vinegar mixture going here. We got 5 cups of white sugar in the pot here, and I am adding 5 cups of cider vinegar. You can use your own homemade, too, if you want, as long as you can prove that it's 5% acidity. One thing about canning that I wanted to mention here, sugar and vinegar are preserving agents. So these are actually what's going to preserve these pickles and give them their flavor. Now we're going to add our spices in. We got a good ½ tablespoon of turmeric. We got 3 tablespoons or a scant ¼ cup of mustard seed, and then a ½ teaspoon of red pepper flake. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little heat going on this, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil. When this is boiling, then I'm going to add my cucumber mixture into it to heat up so we can jar these guys up. All right, guys, I'm starting to jar up my bread and butter pickles here, and this is what you want. You can see there's a little bit of steam coming off this, so it is heated through, but it's not at a boiling point. If you boil them, they're just going to get, they're not going to be as crisp. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to actually strain off some of the liquid while I'm jarring these. I'm going to explain why in a second. If you get too much liquid in, what's going to happen is the fruit or the vegetables that you're canning, you're going to have that floating on the top, and then you're going to have this much liquid on the bottom. And when you do bread and butter pickles especially, you want to make sure that you pack these cucumbers and peppers and onions and stuff into the jar good. So it takes just a little bit extra when you're canning these guys, to make sure that you got it right, because there's been different times I've seen people just start doing this. They have way too much liquid in their pickle. We're getting there with this one here. That is just about what you want it to look like. Now, when you press it down, we got our headspace in there like we're supposed to. And when you press that down, you want the liquid just to cover your vegetables, and then you want to have your headspace look like that. And then, when it's at this point right here, you can kind of see what it looks like. You're going to wipe off the top to make sure there's nothing on there that can prevent it sealing. And then you put on your lid and your rim, and you give it just a little bit of a hand tighten, and that's what it looks like. And this one is ready to go into the hot water canner. Here is our jars in our hot water bath canner. We're going to hot water bath these guys for 10 minutes, then let them cool down and take them out of here and see what the final product looks like. And here are our bread and butter pickles after a 10-minute hot water bath and had a chance to cool down here. You can see they got a beautiful color. Now, basically, you're going to want to let these guys sit for about 2 weeks. That gives the chance for the flavors to kind of all get together. That's pretty much with any pickle that you make. You want to give it a little bit of time before you go ahead and eat that. But this is the result here for my recipe. If you didn't catch all the ingredients, I will put the recipe in the description for you guys. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Just wanted to show you guys how to make bread and butter pickles kind of from the garden. And I appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys get some information, some entertainment out of my videos, and you guys have a good one.